Alright, what's going on, guys? I am bringing you my arena mode class setup video. So as you guys know, there are actually two playlists in arena mode. There's the Pro Series and there is the Mosh Pit playlist. Now currently, because there's no actual competitive rule set created yet, Pro Series and Mosh Pit are actually the same rules. The only difference in Pro Series is you have to do the protects and bans and the specialist draft. So I've been playing Mosh Pit because it's much quicker and you don't have to do all that banning stuff, which takes like 5 minutes every time. And I don't know, it just gets kind of annoying for me, so I don't deal with it. But once they create an actual rule set, you will have to play the Pro Series if you want to play the competitive rules. But for right now, I recommend playing Mosh Pit just because there are no rules and it's way faster. So regardless, these classes will work for Pro Series or Mosh Pit. It doesn't matter, and you can use them in either one effectively. So let's get into the actual classes now. So as you guys can see, I have 2 subclasses and I have 3 AR classes. So let's look at the first class. This is my primary subclass. This is what I'll use the majority of the time. Vesper with quick draw, grip, long barrel, and extended mag, concussion, and then overclock and fast hand. So first, let's look at the guns. Now, I recommend using either the Vesper or the VMP for subs in the competitive environment. Now, you could basically, you could use all of them, whatever one you want, really, but the Vesper or the VMP are definitely the best ones, and since they actually nerfed the VMP recently, I'd say the Vesper is the best gun, and usually, whenever you watch, like, pros play, they all ban the Vesper right away, so you'll never really see pros using it that often, because it always gets banned. But if it doesn't get banned, which it probably won't in arena mode, I'd say use the Vesper. It's definitely the strongest gun. Very similar to a Scorpion from Black Ops 2. Now, if we look at the attachments, I run the same 3 attachments on every sub. I run quick draw, grip, and long barrel. Every sub, regardless of what sub it is. The only thing I do different with the Vesper is I add extended mag because it has such a quick fire rate that I feel like extended mag actually helps me. It helps me if I'm in a situation where there's like more than one person I need to shoot without reloading. Extended mag definitely helps me out in situations like that. Now, for example, if you want to use the VMP, I'll make a quick VMP class because it's a little bit different. So what you do is you run quick draw, grip, long barrel. Now you have extra 2 slots. So what I do in this situation is I just throw on like tac mask and maybe double stun, something like that. Just a little different of a class setup, but basically the same thing, just because VMP doesn't need extended mag, so that's the only difference. So if you do run the VMP, I'd say you get an extra, you can get extra perks or extra tacticals or something, because you don't need as many attachments, but I still think the Vesper is the better gun, so I run that. Or you could just not run extended mag, I guess, if you don't want to. You don't have to do that either, but you will find that you'll need it in certain situations. Now the next class, you can see it says sub perks. So the only difference in this class is I don't have that concussion here. And I switched this to flak jacket and I put on tac mask. So this is just like if they're throwing nades a lot or if they're throwing stuns a lot, I pull out this class. It's basically almost the exact same as the first class, just more perk heavy. And different perks, I guess, with the flak jacket up there, just to protect me from their lethals and tacticals. That's really the only difference in this class. If we go to the next class, this is my AR class. Now, as far as ARs go, I think the M8's better. Now, I do think the XR2 is probably stronger. Like, you probably do get more one burst with the XR2 than the M8. But I like the M8, man. It feels good for me. I really like it. And I don't know. That's it. That's all I can tell you, really. It's really a personal preference thing. I like the M8 better. Now, also, the Shiva is also pretty viable if you feel comfortable with it. The thing I noticed about the Shiva is it feels weird to me because it's not accurate. I don't know how to explain that correctly. It feels that every time I'm shooting someone, the bullets aren't always going where my red dot is aiming, if that makes sense to you. And the only guns I feel like that on is the Shiva and the Man of War. The other guns I don't feel that way, but something about those 2 guns, like I feel like they're not accurate. Like it's just not where I'm aiming is just not where the bullets are going. I don't know, it just feels off to me, so I don't like using those guns. But anyways, so as far as the M8 attachments, I like the ELO sight. I think I've officially decided that the ELO is better than the red dot. I've gotten pretty accustomed to it and I like it better. Now I run stock, quick draw, rapid fire, and long barrel. Now, in my opinion, you don't need grip on an M8. I don't think it's really worth it for any burst gun or any semi-automatic gun. I don't think you need grip because you don't get that much recoil when you're like bursting, you know what I'm saying? So not necessary. Now you could use, I've seen people use high caliber. Yeah, you could use it, but it'll only benefit you in such like random situations where you do actually get a headshot. But whenever you do get a headshot, it's an automatic one burst no matter what. And or even if you get like half of your burst in their head, it should be an automatic one burst for your gun. So I mean, it does come in handy, but I feel like you don't use it in every gunfight. It's not always effective for you, so it feels kind of like a waste of an attachment in my opinion. But you can throw it on there if you'd like. Now, as far as the perks go, exact same as that first class you saw with the sub, overclock and fast hands, pretty self-explanatory. I'm always trying to get my specialists faster. If I can, and if they're not throwing nades or anything, I always want to run overclock as my first perk because specialists in this game are game-changing. So I'm always trying to get mine as quick as possible. Fast hands obviously very much needed in a competitive environment because, you know, whenever you're sprinting, you want to get that quick ADS off sprint, and this will help you do so. It's basically dexterity. Obviously, that was a must-have perk in Black Ops 2. So, if we go into the next class now, this is basically the same thing I did with the sub. Exact same class setup up top. All I did was I put flak jacket and tac mask on. Same exact reason as the sub. You know, if they're throwing stuns or they're throwing nades, pull out this class. If they're not, use the other class. And the very last class I have for the AR is the pistol class. Now, I'll use this class if I want to run an AR, but I feel like I also need to play hill a little bit as well. You know, I feel like my teammates maybe are struggling in the hill. I'll use this class and I'll just pull out this LCAR-9. This thing is amazing. It is really incredible. It will beat SMGs. It's really crazy how strong it is. Now, the only perk I have once again is overclock. This is my preferred perk. Out of all the perks that I run, this is my preferred perk because I really do think specialists win you the game. So, I mean, if you guys watched the first event or the invitational, whatever the fuck it was, showcase event, Slacked getting that specialist and having that in the last round won them the game. So, he won them $20,000. So, I think specialists are game-changing, and I feel like if you can get it faster because it will help you win the game. But as far as the perks, once again, I mean, that's it. And then the attachments, they're the same. LCAR-9, there you go. I mean, they're all basically very similar classes, just a few specific differences between each one that will help you out. So, I mean, that's pretty much it as far as the class setup is concerned. I guess, well, here's what we'll do. If you do want to run an XR2, actually, I mean, I'd run the same exact perks for an XR2, actually, to be honest. So just switch out the M8 for the XR2, and I'd run the exact same attachments and perks on it. And if you want to run something like, let's say you want to run a fully auto gun, I think the HVK, I think since they buffed this one, I think this one might be better than the Man of War since they buffed it. So I'd run like something like this. I would run grip on a fully auto, and I'd run quick draw, and then I'd run stock. And then for the last perk, I'd probably run long barrel. Something like this. If you want to run a fully auto gun, this is what I'd run. Maybe rapid fire. I haven't tried rapid fire on the HVK. It might be good. I don't know. I would think it would be good. So yeah, maybe actually rapid fire instead of long barrel. Yeah, I think if you put rapid fire on a fully auto, you'd need the grip. So this is what I kind of run for like a HVK, like a fully auto setup, something like that. But it's really up to you. I mean, all the classes are very similar, just a few minor adjustments for different things. But other than that, I mean, they're really all almost the same. So anyways, that is it for my arena mode class setup video. Actually, hold on. We fucked up. Let me go to score streaks real quick and show you guys what I've been running. So, until they ban UAV, this is the class setup I've been running for score streaks. Now, they are going to ban UAV, obviously, eventually. And they're going to ban, like, care package counter. They'll probably ban hater as well, even though I think hater should be unbanned. That's actually the only minimap-based kill streak I think that should be allowed, because it's 1,200 score. So, if you get that, you fucking earned it, man. So, I don't know. Anyways, I would recommend running Hellstorm. I heard that they did buff the Hellstorm back from this recent patch that came out today, so I would say run Hellstorm, and then Sentry, and then Wraith. Now, if you don't feel comfortable running a Wraith, like you don't think you could get that, this is also very effective, Lightning Hellstorm Sentry, or even Guardian Lightning Hellstorm, or, you know, Guardian Hellstorm Sentry, something like that. These four right here in this second row, some combo of these would be very effective in a competitive environment, although Guardian may get banned. I don't know if it will or not. I mean, it did get banned in Black Ops 2, so I don't know. It might get banned. If it does get banned, then obviously run this. But I personally, I'm running Wraith, and you know, this will probably be my setup once they ban UAV, something like this. But until they ban UAV, I'm running UAV because that's just you can't put a price on UAV. It's just so helpful in a competitive game to know where everyone's at. And most people don't use Ghost. I wouldn't recommend using Ghost in arena mode. It's just kind of a waste. So anyways, that's the score streaks. The specialist, I run Scythe 100% of the time. I haven't actually changed from this. I love this gun, man. It's unstoppable. It really is. And add on to the fact you get 125 per kill. It's more than a regular kill. They're giving you a better gun than any other gun in the game, and they're giving you more points per kill. Like, you can't get any better than that. Now, I'd say if you are an OBJ player, maybe run Rejack. That will help you on the hill. Especially because if you think about it like this, it's not as much that you have to get a kill off your Rejack. If you're on the hill, you break into the hill first, right? You kill someone, and then you get traded, but you go into a Rejack. Now, they have to focus on you rejacking at the same time. Your teammate can come in and trade them, and y'all pick up the easy hill time. So, it's not always that rejack is just, oh, it's going to get you a kill. A lot of times, it's just that rejack will be a distraction so that your teammate can help you out. Or, you know, maybe they focus on your teammate, and then you rejack and you trade, or something like that. Rejack is just very effective on the hill just for, like, trading situations. So, in my opinion, you can run that. Gravity spikes as well, very easy to break hills with that. It's basically an automatic break, in my opinion, so you can run that. Glitch, I mean, maybe. I don't think it'd be that effective in respawn. In S&D, glitch is very good, I will say that. Oh, that's another thing. I should probably touch on that. These classes, they are not for S&D, so don't try to use these in S&D. You could use these in uplink, and definitely they're tailored for hardpoint. Like, I made these classes for hardpoint. That's pretty much the main thing that I play, but you could use them in uplink as well. And CTF, you might have to switch it up a little bit because CTF is such a slow game mode that I don't know. I mean, Blast Suppressor might actually help you in CTF because it's so slow and you gotta do a lot of sneaking and stuff. Maybe you could do that. And obviously for S&D, you want to run Blast Suppressor and you want to run Dead Silence. So, I mean, they do change a little bit for the different game modes. And Awareness, I mean, I guess you could run it for now, but that will most definitely be getting banned, I'm pretty sure. But regardless, you could run it for now, I guess. But these classes are mainly for hardpoint, and they also work for uplink, I would say. And then you could probably use it for CTF as well, but you might have to make a few adjustments here and there. But I don't recommend these for S&D whatsoever. You definitely need Blast Suppressor and Dead Silence for that. But anyways, that is it as far as the class setup is concerned. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like rating if you did. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.
You got a secret, like you victorious. I'm back on a Tuesday and fucking feels glorious. I'm on the backbeat, sipping in the backseat, listening to NSYNC. No, not Backstreet.